Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Palembang. In previous episode, we were recovering from the previous whole lot of wars, and now the cycle's starting again, I guess. We were, like, maybe a month or two away from declaring war on Spain before they declared war on us. And then now Vijayanagar once again declared war on us. They caught a couple of our fleets, so we lost, 13 ships thus far. They haven't lost anything yet, but they are now blockaded in here, and they're unlikely to break out of there anytime soon. And we're going to start just blockading as much as possible. Blockade basically their entire coastline to force them to surrender, well, not surrender, but to pay for their insolence. And then meanwhile, we're still seizing down parts of the Philippines, and then of course we are doing a bit of island hopping campaign over here, which, is this one? No, right, we are about... Oh, Ayutthaya declared war. Yeah, I think the cycle's starting again. Let's just get every fleet up here. I guess what we can actually do is just get this to Malaya and see where do we have another... Do we have another fleet, actually? No, we've got a couple of ships over here. Get these to trade ships over. And then we've of course got the transport fleet over here, which we might want to just park over... let's get over to Luzon Strait. How much do we... Oh yeah, we still need a bit more stuff for the next admin tank. That's going to be the Grand Shipyard though, which is going to be quite handy for us. That's going to allow us to increase our naval force limits quite drastically. Now, who else is going to be declaring wars on me? I mean, right now, at least, we've still got a intact army. We've got some manpower. And we've got, what, 80,000? Yeah, it's 80,000, so it's not a huge army. But none of these have brought in any allies on their wars. But I suppose I'm so far away from most of their allies that, well, Ayutthaya doesn't really have much of allies. They've got Vijayanagar, but they're already fighting me. And Vijayanagar has got a few others, but most of them are probably not interested in me because they're largely quite a bit further north. Right, so where's the galley fleet? I thought I... Oh yeah, it's still on the move. Right, so we'll leave a bit of blockade there. And go forward. They're moving... Oh, actually. Just gonna quickly go ahead and drop off a couple of ships to Strait of Johor before the enemies can move across the straits. Yeah, there we go. You're going to stay right there. And now we need to figure out where the heck is the Ayutthayan fleet. I know it's somewhere. Now we'll hunt it down. Oh, there it is. Alright, that's 50 ships. Actually, is that the entire fleet? Essentially, yeah. First of all, I guess we can do a bit of raiding in here, and then we'll probably go ahead and take away, like, I don't know, we'll leave 50 ships with the Admiral in here. The rest of these can go around and set up some blockade around. 6 ships left there. Come around Bay will... Oh, and there we go. That's all of these siege down. Let's get the group back here. We'll cancel the sieging. So the next question is, where do we send our troops? Ayutthaya is a bit too strong for us to deal with. Although, I guess Ayutthaya we could potentially, if they were to try to get into Bintan, we might be able to do something about that. Fight off them like one at a time, have them bring in one army at a time, although they've got quite a massive army still here. So it would be tricky, but it would be perhaps possible. We'll still need to get up to Chaya to form Malaya. So sooner or later we do need to start breaking them apart. And there's not a whole lot of nations that we can still release from them, so there's that. Of course, one thing that we could try to do is start reducing the tributaries. That might already cause them some issues. So let's go ahead and... actually, let's get these... well, no, we'll land into Wake Island still. So Spain, you wouldn't be willing to give me the peace deal yet? No, not even nearly. Yeah, we don't have the war score yet, but we are having ticking war score overall, so it's still fine. Actually, Bintan is a coastline, Siak is a coastline. We could probably get to Siak, though, with the armies. And one way or another, we can try to fight them off in smaller quantities. I'm going to take the prestige hit right now. I don't want to have a whole lot of unrest. Oh dear, we lost a general. 1451. I mean, honestly, that's not too bad. I'll take it. Get these troops into... I guess we'll get them to Bintan. At least initially. They'll detach a siege over here, or blockade rather. And keep on sailing north. Actually, we can go all the way to Gulf of Tonkin with the blockades here. That's quite handy. Also do a bit of raiding there. I'm also going to start getting some of the cores underway now. We are getting a bit of war exhaustion, although not too much. It's mostly from the attrition. Which admittedly is, yeah, it's mostly Wake Island. I suppose the army going across the ocean over here to Binton is probably going to be taking some. I've got the other army marching around to Siak. So, oh, right, and got that siege down. Let's get the fleet in here. We'll bring the Marines to the primary front line now. We're 80,000 men. Oh, hello. I've discovered what seems to be the Spanish fleet. They don't have actually any troops in there, but they got some transports. So where are they going, actually? Marianas Trench. Oh, right, they're moving up here. Okay, so it's a good thing that we moved the fleet back. We'll actually keep them there for now. I wonder if they're going to move out to try to pick up some troops from somewhere. Possibly from America. So we need to keep a bit of an eye on that. It's a good thing that we got the ships out of the way. Yeah, they're going to Wake Island now. I don't think they have any troops in there, though. No, not as far as I can tell. Got these blockades going in. I guess we'll detach a blockade there. And sail down south. The Otayans have got a whole lot of troops in here. Vijayanagar is, well, they've been blockaded. Oh yeah, they're losing a whole lot of money. Right now, we're actually making 50 ducats a month. Yeah, that's basically almost all of that. It's just blockading and looting. We do get 30 ducats from Zanzibar, to be fair, so that's not too bad. Oh, Truce of Bengal ended. Right, so yeah, these are heading back to Marianas Trench. Oh, we get espionage ideas. I think we're going to save that point for the shipyard, though. For now, we're going to complete some more of the cores. So that's going to give us a bit better income overall as well. There we go. So, Ayutthaya, they've still got a little bit of stuff over here that isn't blockaded, but most of their stuff is now blockaded. And then Vijayanagar is not looking too strong. Actually, probably just go ahead and detach a blockade there. And, well, first of all, I guess we'll do a bit of raiding there, 150 ducats. I like the sound of that. Another 28 ducats up here. We'll keep this one blockading the secondary fleet that they have here. So our fleet can then continue privateering. We'll actually build up some more extra ships. Get that to 20 ships in Bengal. I think we had a fleet in Coromandel as well, didn't we? Here we do. It's 10 ships down here. Get that to 20. And they're blockading us again. Okay, they got light ships. We've only got transports in here. They're not, okay, they are moving away. Oh, we can do a bit of raiding. I think we could detach a blockade there, and we can take these 13 ships over here somewhere. Maybe do patrol around Philippines, but I'm not entirely sure. But at least we got the Taking War Squad. That's already a big boon for us. Or big help in the war. Let's actually have a look at the war enemies. There's a lot, yeah. Or the main participants, we got the smallest army. But it's not the size of your army, it's how you use it. You know what we'll do? Bringing these troops forward. What we'll do is we'll dodge with the fleet briefly. See which way they go. I don't know, we'll actually keep these in Linga. The idea is that they move the 4,000 men over here into Binton, or try to. And then we blockade them again, we're bringing the Marines and we stack wipe that army. It's not going to be a whole lot, but hey, it's a few thousand casualties for the enemy. Oh, that's the Spanish fleet. Okay, yeah. Is there a way for me to... Well, I mean, I kind of do need to have these fleets in here still. I can't really separate most of that. There's some other galley fleets over here we could probably just move around. For example, combine the blockade fleet in here into one. Or the smaller blockade fleet. And I'll even... I guess we'll do a quick raid there. We'll send these 5 as well. Because the Spanish, they're heading down to... Actually, they're not heading anywhere quite yet. Just sitting there, menacingly. So, let's have a look. What does Ayutthaya do now? Okay, they're going to try to move across the strait into Siak. It'll be arriving on 1st of October. We're going to go and block that again. How good is the army? They got Militech 24. We've got that now as well. But the army quality is probably better. Let's see, outside they got higher discipline. And we do have higher morale, actually. which I'm a bit surprised by. They got higher siege ability. Professionalism is actually roughly the same. We got higher tradition. So other than the discipline, they don't actually have that much going for them. Of course, you know, they've got more troops and all that. Yeah, we'll block that. Get the troops in here. And we've got some of the fleets over here grouping up. So that's 31. Do a bit of raiding there. So where's the Spanish fleet again? We've got a bit of fleets down this way still. Yeah, they do. It's only 3 light ships though. So it's not like it's a huge fleet. Ah, there they are. They're going to Java Sea. Get these fleets down here. Still quite a sizable fleet. Who we're going to afford to assign here? I guess the yeah, Malaya can be reassigned to this fleet. It's going to be a bit of tricky fighting against them. They're now going to Strait of Makassar. They seem to be heading back north. If we can fight them in these inland seas, we should be fine. Oh, there's another conversion done. Excellent. Oh, now they're going to Trace of Lombok. Okay, yeah, it may have been Malacca that was heading north. Right, and then you're going to East Indian Ocean. So you're going all... Okay, sure. In that case, what I could do is I could send in this fleet to push back the... No, actually, rather than risking too much, let's just see if the light ships... Oh, yeah, actually, we are going to win that battle. There we go, we sank them. Right, well done. Well, Malacca has shown discontent in our nation, but yeah, let's go ahead and get these troops back into... First we'll get them to Philippines, and then from there we'll get them to more central locations in here. Oh, where's the... Oh, that fleet's going after that trade fleet again. Oh, no, okay, it's just going around. Okay, okay. If we move the fleet over here again, let's see what they do. Oh, now they're going potentially to Singapore. Alright, they've got a bigger army heading in there on 11th. No. I would like to keep them... oh, and now that... Wow, are they... I know, they won't be able to cross there. They thought for a moment they could, but that's also causing them a bit of attrition in here, which is actually quite nice. They haven't taken too much attrition yet, but it is costing them somewhat. Where's the... Right, no, so we won that battle. Where's the... right, over here. I guess we can do a quick little raid over there. So the Spanish fleet has disappeared. So I guess we'll just go ahead and bring in some more fleets to do blockading over here. Gulf of Siam, at least. Should be pretty decent. If we were to declare war on Bengal now, Ayutthaya would not be able to take part in that. And their army still wouldn't be able to cross. I don't know, how much does Malacca have troops, I guess? 42,000, they've got at least 8,000 over there. I suspect they probably have some on the other side. If I can get the other army over here as well, I might be able to do that. Because they've got other allies like Palembang, which is 19,000 over there. And of course Mughals, which might cause some issues. And Kedah and Pasai. Pasai would be a bit of a problem. Because they've still got 30,000 men. We didn't really defeat the army last war against them. Oh, Tea Party. Oh, right. Alright then. I'm actually going to bring the Marines down to Jambi. Get the transport ships there. We'll see... Oh, actually, let's double check the naval situation. I think everything's alright right now. Can't really see the Spanish fleet, but that's about it. So what I suppose I could do... I can see, again, if they try to go into Bintan. I think they will. The thing is, they wait... Oh, actually. This might work. Because the tiny army is going to be there first. We just need to time ourselves in such a way that we arrive... Oh, we need to arrive, like, just on the 22nd. I'm not actually entirely sure if that's going to be enough. So either we arrive on 21st and it's going to be too soon. But I suppose that might be the better option. So how long? That's 13. So we only need 1 day with these ships to blockade them. What about these ships? That's 3 days. So I guess if we wait until like 18th. And then arrive in here. That should at least stop the bigger army from reaching there. I don't know if it's going to stop the smaller army or not. Depends which one of us has the higher nation ID number. That's basically what determines who gets the first... Ah, when are those arriving? 38. Okay, we can still stop that from happening. So let's get these into Binton. Oh, no, our lightships followed the plan. Alright then. Well, now they're moving that bigger army away. Oh, now they're trying to move across again. We've got up until 4th of February, so we just need to move these across at some point before that. Or the light fleet needs to just go through, so they're not actually going into... Yeah, they're not even trying to get to Binton currently. At which point, I might be able to defeat that army in here, because they get a crossing penalty. They got a good general, though. How much will they get there? So that is a lot of troops, though. But we can stop the reinforcements from arriving into Sieg. So it's just going to be that one army. The question is, are we going to be there quickly enough? Actually, what I can do is I can do a quick little force march over here. Maybe a bit costly. We can get into our destination on 6th of February. So we'll be like... Wait, actually, no, we'll be over here 6th of February. That's not really going to be quick enough. We'll see how bad the situation is going to be. We'll wait until the 4th, and then we'll sail out the galleys out there, so the reinforcements can't arrive at least. Right, the combat has started. We've blocked the path. They got the -2, and we'll be there on 4 more days. Okay, I hope that we can hold on to that long. Yeah, there we go, we've got reinforcements now. And this is going to be a victory. There we go, and it's not bad a victory either. They took 5,000 casualties and artillerymen. Okay, that's pretty good. And they... Oh, right, they're now retreating down this way. Can we... Oh, yeah, we can catch them in here. I still got the force march on some other troops as well, which means that we might get there first. Yeah, we did. And that's a sack wipe. There we go. So now we can stop the force march. For sure. And then let's get the troops back in here. There we go. So that's one army destroyed from Ayutthaya. Still not a huge amount, but hey, that's still a bit of war score. And I don't suppose... The dilemma over here is that we need to take some provinces from them, but if we go over here, we are still going to get overwhelmed in the wars that they'll do against us. So I'm kind of reluctant on doing that right now, until we've gotten a bit more... well, really just more strength. Of course, what we could do is we could actually start increasing our army sizes a little bit. Would it be... Right, we've got the armies down here in Philippines. Let's go ahead and get these over. Actually, we'll get these to Borneo. We'll start building up the artillery support for that army. There we go. Now we got that army sorted out. We've got the fleet still out here. They've got over 100,000 men in here, mind you, so they've still got a fairly sizable army. But at least we destroyed one of them. It may not be a whole lot of losses for them, but it is losses nonetheless. And we can get the Diplotech now, or could take the Diplotech. At the same time, we could just wait with that for a little bit. Maybe get the... We'll save up for the institution first. It's already 57% almost up here. So I suppose, is there... I mean, we could have just developed this capital a little bit. I guess we'll put in one more Diplo development there, so that does give us a bit extra in here. And also speeds up the growth. Oh, right, there's a philosopher would be another option for the Enlightenment. We don't have any philosophers available. That's right, though. How much are we making money? We're actually making a whole lot of money right now. We could just go ahead and invest into another manufactory, perhaps. Most of these aren't necessarily the greatest, though. Perhaps we should go for some more... Like Ewan over here would be alright. Some soldier households to get even more manpower, because that is now kind of the problem for us, is we just don't have that much manpower to do these wars that we need to do. We are getting some more, admittedly, so it's not too bad. But it could be better. And we are starting to get more of the privateers now built, so that's good. Yeah, so Ayutthaya is at least getting blockaded quite nicely. They will not take a white peace yet. I'm gonna guess Spain doesn't want a peace deal yet either. Nope. And Vijayanagar is probably not there. Okay. So, we're just gonna sit here. Blockade everything. It's gonna be a bit costly in terms of sailors, but other than that, it should be fine. Actually, speaking of sailors, though, I guess we could get another impressment office somewhere. For example, there. Maybe we'll get another one. Actually, that would be okay with the reduced cost. If we can get, like, I don't know, 2,000 sailors a month, that would be already pretty decent. We do get quite a bit extra sailors, mind you. And the recovery speed is quite massive. Right, so let's go ahead and start getting the artillery for our 2nd Marine Army in here. Go for 10 regiments. Still not going to be a huge amount, but it still allows them to do a bit of sieging and have a bit of a back row damage there. And if we go doing island hopping campaigns, we can separate the artillery from there, so it should be still fairly quick. Oh. Right. Pacifico Norte. So, basically, Arcadia. So yeah, that's, oh, right, yeah, Spanish Mexico, oh, not Spanish, British Mexico is pretty large. It looks like British Peru has grown. I mean, we did get a 1-point notification, one of the previous episodes, that British Peru is now a thing. Well, we got a Casabel against them, but not a whole lot beyond that. Yeah, Britain is definitely pretty strong still. Ottomans are also quite massive. I think, are the Ottomans number one? No, Ottomans are not the number one great power, mostly because they haven't embraced Enlightenment yet. They will be after that again. And we still need to embrace our Enlightenment as well so we can get to the, or get back, or rather stay on the Great Powers list. How much does Vijayanagar have troops? That's quite a bit still. Ayutthaya still got more than twice our army. Vijayanagar's got nearly 3 times. Spain's got more than 4 times. Actually, no, not more than 4 times. More than 3 times still. And of course, their vassals also have a whole lot. Iskandar Tani Hasanuddin. Other advisors has received great support for their efforts in developing astronomical instruments and measurements and fixed position of stars. His observation include a comprehensive study of solar system and accurate position of more than 777 fixed stars. Okay, so we get, for 6 years we get scientific evolution, which reduces admin tech cost, and we get +1 stability. Or we get more precision. I'm gonna go with the stability, I'll be honest. That's gonna speed up, for example, the conversions that we're still doing, among other things. That is very good. And let's go on. Oh no, we don't have quite the points yet for the expert administration yet. We'll have soon enough though. Looks like the army size over here is slowly increasing. That's good. We could also, for our regular army over here, we could maybe start increasing the size of this a little bit further. Ooh. Right, that's the bibliothek again. It's only 5% extra cost, technically speaking, so we might want to just take that at this point. And now we got ahead of time boost from there, so that's actually good. We could also start upgrading some of the shipyards. Oh yeah, there's some that we can upgrade. Most of them we can't yet, but there's some at least. Right, so we got blockaders somewhere. Ah, the Spanish are on the move. Where's our... Okay, this is the fleet that could move. They're going to Kruger Archipelago. Let's get to Palawan Passage. Oh, they're going to Sulu Sea. Okay. I might want to just sail south then. Try to catch them in Java. Yeah, so they are going to trade in Makassar, sorry. Not Malacassas. Or whatever I was trying to say there. Right, I don't know if we'll catch them in Java. Because they are a bit faster. They're going to... Oh, no, they're still heading to Java. We might have a combat there. Hey, Enlightenment appeared in Banjar. Well, about time. And they're not escaping. There we go, we caught them. And that is most of the fleet gone. We've got 2 light ships and 2 heavy ships. That's actually quite nice. Right, well, let's go out and get these ships back in here somewhere. We'll also go out and take the light ships out of there and the heavy ships out of there. Start building up another heavy fleet over here somewhere. It's mostly, again, still just ships that we captured from the enemies, and then upgraded some of them, but not necessarily even all of them. Oh, we discovered the coast of Cameroon, finally. Took a while. We've known the inland for a good while, but I guess that one's will still be on our reach. Oh, yeah, Somalia is getting sieged down pretty heavily by Portugal. But that's gonna keep, or has been keeping Portugal quite occupied. They don't have a whole lot of manpower reserves right now. So at least they're not going to be declaring war on me quite yet. I'm sure they will eventually, just not quite yet. Right, and can we... Yes, we can expand the administration a bit further again. Does mean that we are not over the limit anymore. We don't have a whole lot of spare in there, but we're not over the limit. That's what matters. And there we go. The second... Oh, right. No longer great power. Well, we knew that would happen sooner or later. Oh, is that the Spanish fleet? Yeah, that's the Spanish fleet that we just all defeated earlier. They go into the Gilbert Islands. Or Tuvalu, one or the other. Right, well. Ayutthaya, are you willing to take a peace deal yet? Nope. I guess Vijayanagar is also not interested in yet. Nope. And Spain. Unless you give me those provinces, I'm not interested in your peace deals yet. So I guess we'll stay in the war. We don't have a whole lot of war extortion, luckily, so that's good. How's the trade project coming along in Bali? Still building. It's a decent chunk of the way done. I guess we could spend a bit of money on speeding that up a little bit further. There we go. Ooh, election. Is our current ruler still a pretty decent one? Yeah. Not too bad. Sure, we'll keep the current ruler then. Hey, we get a bit of diplo points in extras there. So that's quite nice. Now, with this amount of money that we do have, though, could potentially... Oh, right, yeah, no, we don't have the money right now to upgrade any of these. We might want to upgrade, for example, the military advisor a bit further. Although we don't have actually military ideas that we need to take, so that's not necessarily something we need to take right now, then. Although getting the Miltech would be quite handy. Go and upgrade one of the ships over there, and then over here are these. Yeah, we need to upgrade one of these as well. And it does seem like the Spanish aren't necessarily always upgrading their stuff all that effectively either. Let's go ahead and see if the Ayuttayans take the bait again. Technically speaking, they wouldn't see our troops in Rengas. They should be able to see our troops in Siak, of course, but not the other direction. And if we just go ahead and step these off, I don't know, Binton, for example. Oh, now you're going south. Oh. No, you're not going to go south. Turn around. Oh, right, you're bringing more troops here. Okay. We do have the 30,000 man army over here. Actually, no, we're not going to transport you over here, now that I think of it. So what we might do is, so Palembang, if I declare war on you, that would be Sunda, Mughals, Malacca, Pasai, and Langfang. That's not going to be an option, but what we could do is potentially a war with Langfang. That'd just be Sunda, Palembang, and Kedah. Because we've still got a truce going in there, so we're not going to be able to do that quite yet. And then we're going to use the nationalism war, nationalism casus belli to just take as much as possible. Like, for example, connect the land through here. Actually, Barao... Oh, right, yeah, just a tributary of Langfang. Well, if Langfang doesn't exist, then you'll be, well... I guess you'll be annexed by me. But yeah, so getting more lands over here. And then, of course, at Palembang, we can give at least some of the provinces over here to our vassal, Brunei. Actually, probably all of that can go to Brunei, and then we'll take the lands up here. And Surabaya is one of the provinces that we still need for Malaya. Or that is one of the named provinces that is needed for that. And then there's, of course, Jaya. There's Palembang, which, of course, was our previous capital, or old capital. Then there's Pakuan, which I believe is the Sunda capital right now, yeah. And that's actually it. We already got enough provinces in there. We just need to get those set provinces for us. And then we can form that. But yeah, it's Chaya is going to be a bit of a problem, though, with Ayutthaya. Unless we can start, you know, slowly weakening them further and further. Local traders demand 8. You know what? Yeah, we'll pay. We've got the income to deal with that. It's 2 months, and we've got that back. Aristocrats cornered. Alright then, we'll take a bit of hit on there. I don't want to lose stability right now. I'll admit though, I didn't realise that we have aristocrats. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So enjoy this little like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check the link down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and next time, bye bye.